Okay, hello everybody. What is going on? DSP here with something out of the ordinary, something that normally I would not do. A game that, number one, is a PC exclusive, for now anyway. It may possibly be ported to things like the PlayStation 4 at a later date. A game that, number two, is incredibly graphically intensive. To say the least, it's probably the most graphically intensive game that I've ever played. Okay. And number three, a game that I missed out on back in September, that I actually heard a lot of good things about, and said, gee, this is something that if I do get a chance to play, I would like to at a future date. But it took a few weeks before we finally got into the middle to end of October to finally say, okay, I think I'm going to squeeze this into my schedule. Now, admittedly, this game is not supposed to be very long, but it's supposed to be unique, interesting, and intriguing. And that's the kind of game that I like, the game that keeps you thinking, right? So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am beginning my playthrough of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter on PC. Now, a few things that I want to cover before we start this playthrough. First of all, this is the first game in over 1.5 years that I am doing a playthrough of completely offline. And what I mean by that is I am not live streaming this playthrough. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why is that? I don't understand why you wouldn't be live streaming. You live stream literally almost everything else you do. Pretty simple answer to that is that because this game is so graphically intensive and demanding that my PC is not capable of playing the game while both recording and streaming at the same time. Even though I do have a beast of a PC, it just can't handle doing 1080p and full frame rate 60 frames per second all at the same time. I did try, and I failed. It ended up being very choppy, and the people who were watching on the stream for roughly 45 minutes were very disappointed and said, man, it's very choppy, can't you do anything to fix it? And I was like, no. Encoding, basically the computer is generating this game 3 times. Once in my window to play it, once in the capture software, and once over the internet to stream. And it's just too much. The computer can't handle it. So, in the future, I have a few options and a few choices that I need to make when it comes to high-level PC games like this. I need to decide whether or not I actually want to play them on PC. If it is, let's say if it is a game that's on PC but all their consoles at the same time, do I even want to play it on PC is number one, because of that issue. Number two, do I just want to play demanding PC games offline without live streaming them and then uploading them exclusively to my YouTube channel, DSPGaming? Or number three, do I want to try to get a new setup where basically I have one PC to do gaming, one PC for the streaming and the encoding, right? Hooked together, daisy-chained per se. And I've been thinking about this, and I do think that it is eventually viable for me to do the 2 PC setup. There's a few hoops I'm going to have to jump through and a few problems I'm going to have to solve that I've been thinking about. But I think that it is doable. But at this point, being that I'm this far into the end of 2014, we're in pretty much hardcore gaming mode right now till the end of the year. I don't think it's a time right now where I should be taking time out to try to get that going, considering this is one of the very few PC games that I'll be playing this year. Come next year, 2015, when I have more time, maybe then I will venture into that realm, okay? So, we're about to get started with a playthrough of this unique murder mystery game. And a few things. First of all, I want to say special thanks to everyone here who submitted fan art. That's why I am running this fan art in the first part of the playthrough, because basically I don't want it to go to waste. Even though people were expecting me to stream the game and I'm not able to, at least in this first part, people will get a good flavor for the fan art. So thanks very much to anyone who did create this fan art, alright? Number two, full disclosure, guys, I played the game for about 40 minutes. So I already know the very beginning of the game. I know like the first 2 segments of the game, I know what to do. And usually when I do playthroughs, that's not the case. In this case, it is an exception to the rule because of technical difficulties. I'll try to get through those parts and then get to new parts where it'll be my honest reactions as soon as possible, okay? You know, sometimes things don't always work perfectly according to plan, but you call an audible, and you try to mix it up and do it a different way, and maybe it'll come out well, right? So that's what we're aiming for today. Alright, so enough talking. I think without further ado, we should jump into the murder mystery that is The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Thanks very much for joining me here on DSPGaming. And now I should actually click on the game. Alright, so as you can see, right here it says continue or start new game. I'm going to start a new game. Start it completely over. So that way we can get a fresh start. Very good. And of course, I forgot to bring my phone over here so I could know when I need to split the parts. Oops. Oh well. We'll just do it by ear. Which means prepare for one part that's 2 minutes long and one part that's 2 hours long.
Ethan Carter, I didn't know. But he knew who I was. When the police won't help you and the priests don't believe you, you call on Paul Prospero.
That's right.
You call on me. If you're a kid like Ethan, you're right. Plenty do. Ethan's letter started out just like any other fan mail. But soon there were mentions of things no little boy should know about.
Huh.
There
like
are
what?
places that exist that very few people can see.
Sexual positions he shouldn't have known.
Drawn a map. I hadn't entered Red Creek Valley yet, but already I could feel its darkness reaching out for me. Finding Ethan Carter wasn't going to be as easy as knocking on his door. I was too late for that. To find Ethan, I had to figure out what this place was trying to hide from me.
In detail in the letter, he described a weird mole on the bottom of my ass. How did he know? Alright, so we are in the woods. What the shit? Okay. Since. Thing came right for me. Some kind of a swinging wooden log trap thing. I don't know. Alright. One piece. It did call it a trap, so that is correct. What do we got over here in the woods? This looks like it might have been a campsite at one point. So I guess the premise of it is your name is Paul Prospero. You're like a supernatural investigator, and this kid wrote him a letter. Oh, fuck! Jesus. This kid wrote him a letter saying that he needed his help, and he knew some stuff about, I'm assuming, supernatural elements that the guy's like, this kid should know about this. He must really be involved in something that's he's in trouble. At least that's what I'm getting. I have no idea why the hell I'm wandering through the woods looking at traps, though. What does this have to do with anything? Whoa! Bear trap. So as you see, every time I see a trap, a new thing is appearing on the screen when I hold down the button. Button. Who's got the button? I see a path heading out here. Quick jog. Whoa. Check out these graphics, man. They're sick. Look at this. Look at the leaves, dude. The leaves are super incredibly detailed. Alright, this is taking me over to a bridge. There's a bridge. There's another path here. Look at this. Gorgeous graphics. Absolutely gorgeous. Nothing here. Whoa, what's that thing? Damn. I'm trying to gank someone here. 4, I guess there might be another one. Look, there's a central piece that I'm missing. I gotta find some central piece. Trap. Maybe there's another one over here. Oh, God! That's actually scared me, dude. Whoa, here we go. What's this? Huh? What the hell? Where are we? Are those bones? There's bones all over the ground. Look at this. Bones everywhere. Read. Text. Sap. An old man came to the forest every day to drink sap from the trees. To get there, the old man had to step around many dangerous traps. The villagers believed this old man had hidden a jade amulet in the forest, but the old man wanted the villagers to believe this, because then they would search for the forest for treasure and not drink his sap. One cool fall night, someone set fire to the forest, and the fire spread to the village. The old man escaped the fire by covering himself in sap. Oh, delightful. When he returned to the village, he found all the villagers' bones. The old man sat down and cried, and he found more sap to drink. That's pretty
Ethan, I told
sick.
you can't be here.
But Gramp,
Huh?
I wrote something for you.
That's real nice. Thank you. Just leave it. I'll read it later.
Wow, what a nice guy. He completely blows off his grandson. Whoa, wait a minute. Saving scene. All the bones are gone. What the hell's this? One dead in a house fire. Bayfield County fire damaged a historic home in Red Creek Valley Wednesday morning. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? There we go. According to officials from the Bayfield County Fire Department, a family of 6 was asleep when the blaze broke out at the remote house, once owned by Albert Vandergriff at 56... Yeah. Gail Carter, 58, was pronounced dead at the scene. Remaining family members were able to escape. Carter's husband, Edwin, 62, told investigators he may have fallen asleep with a lit cigarette in his hand. Firefighters were dispatched to the scene at 1:22 a.m. and remained at the scene until around 5 a.m. Wednesday. They returned to the property for 4 hours later to extinguish hotspots, which had rekindled. Assisting at the initial fire was the Ashland Township Volunteer Fire Department. Masonville Emergency Medical Services was on standby at the scene. So what I'm putting together here, this guy's name is Edwin, 62. We just heard a guy named Ed talking to Ethan, and Ethan called him Grandpa. So what it's sounding to me like is that the grandfather fell asleep and burned down his own house and killed the grandmother. Damn. That sucks. It's the same thing, right? Yeah. Okay, that really sucks. It's a saving scene. Okay, so maybe we're done with that. Maybe we should go back to that bridge that we were at. Here's that bridge. Okay. Huh. What graphics, man. Just look down there. Look at that. That's so sick. It looks so realistic. It really does look like it's a real forest. Look at the colors. It's beautiful. Look at the mountains out in the background.
Red Creek Valley seemed like a quiet, ordinary place. I've learned 2 things in my life. No place is truly quiet, and nowhere is really ordinary. Ethan warned me about that. Warned me not to be fooled by what I saw here.
Huh.
He didn't need to worry. I'd worked dozens of cases, hundreds. This would be my last one.
Your last one? Why would this be your last one? Let me guess, he dies at the end or something. He just spoiled the whole story. Either that. Well, I hit the lotto. I was actually going to move to the Bahamas, but then I got this letter from Ethan, and I'm doing one last charity case. My quota for pro bono cases. Okay, so it looks like we got... I don't know, is this a train? Ugh. There's blood all over it. Well, let's check it out, see what the hell it is.